everybody. Hello. Oh, hold on. How is everybody doing? This is like an impromptu live. I just want to get on here and talk for a second. We got some new developments with the babies out of Texas. It's fluid. Brian is either right now in court or will be in court soon. The whole piece of shit boyfriend. And we got another story. So let me just hop into this. I'm not going to be in here super long. Hello, everybody watching and people joining. And Tracy, we'll talk out of the stream, honey. Or I can link you up with Charlotte Great or Miranda. Let's see. So let's talk about this. Guys, I sit here and watched these damn stories earlier, and I'm telling you, I got so mad I couldn't even see straight. Like, Kara sent me this one. Well, let me see. What's up, Sea Turtle Lover, Joan, Nelly Bug? Hey, babies. And Kara sent me this one story, and I'm so beside myself. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Man, I'm so fucking mad. Freaking mad. I know I have good Christian people that watch, so I'm trying to curb my language. Where is this? I guess this is it. So this story is out of, I think, Florida. let me scroll down. I'm almost positive. I was looking into it this morning. 12-year-old beaten for misbehaving. Couldn't form sentences. Was left in a room to die.
Great news! At Toyota Orlando and Toyota Claremont, new vehicles are arriving daily. Hurry in to get our best deals now. You can drive a 2021 Highlander L only $229 a month. Shop now at ToyotaOrlando.com and ToyotaClaremont.com.
Is anybody home?
The front door wide open, lights still on. It's hard for neighbors to believe that this once quiet home was filled with horror after learning that a 12-year-old boy, Noah Godleski, was found beaten and left for dead inside the laundry room.
Just to know that the father is able to do this to their own child, I think that's the saddest thing of this whole situation. And to leave him.
According to an affidavit, Jason Godleski was punishing his son Noah for bad behavior and left him in the laundry room. Police heard Godleski on the phone with his mother admitting that he hit Noah too hard. His mother told police that...
Let me ask you something. Let me ask y'all something. What does that even mean? I hit him too hard. What does that mean? Are you mentally ill? Do you have some kind of disability? Okay, fine. Let's say you do. Why the hell are you in possession of this child alone then? I am so sick of people not being able to control their shit, taking out all their aggressions on these helpless children. It is beyond ridiculous. Oh, and somebody remind me, after we get through the stories, remind me, Bieber, tell us about why you was irritated at your son's school yesterday, please, because I want to discuss this also. And I could be wrong, but we'll get back to that. I'm getting ahead of myself. I just don't want to forget. But how is it that grown-ass people can't hold? How do you function in life? How old is this guy? How old is this man that's been walking around like a fucking ticking time bomb? You can't even control your shit around your own kid.
That Godleski Googled concussion treatment since the boy wasn't able to form complete sentences days after the beating.
Hey, I got a secret. You could not control your temper. You will not be able to fix a fucking concussion, idiot.
The document also showing that Godleski used the boy's own hands to scratch his face to leave the appearance that Noah's wounds were self-inflicted.
Oh, because it's not good enough that his dad's crazy. Now he has to be the crazy one. Oh, okay, cute.
Well, neighbors say that last night at around 9 p.m., they heard a loud boom, and that's when they saw the large police presence and a tanker truck at the home where this all happened. And the defendant, Jason Godleski, came outside and was arrested.
The affidavit also shows Godleski sent his girlfriend and their 3 children to Connecticut and that the couple rehearsed a story they would tell police to make Godleski appear innocent.
Where's her charges? Where's her charges? Nobody escapes anymore. I'm so sick of the shit. I just watched Amari Nicholson's mother. Do y'all remember that sweet baby? That whole piece of shit mother of his who left her son with a ticking time bomb, antagonized the ticking time bomb. And now they find the baby. Where's she at? Oh, she's out on the streets getting prostitution charges. But Bieber. Oh, I just doxed my first name. Whatever. I don't even give a shit. I'm so mad. But Bieber, what do you mean? She's a product of her environment. Well, let me tell you something. She knows how to go get them nails, hairs, and feet done, right? She's out there on the street. Yes, she's a broken soul. That don't give you a right to be complicit in your son's murder, okay? I am sick of this. Look at Sam Olsen. Look at his dad. Look at his mom. He had a fully capable mom. Full capable mom. There is no balance to these injustices. It is so ridiculous. What is it going to take? What are we going to do? Like, I am sick of this shit. Like, what the hell is going on? It's so godless, man. It's so evil what's going on.
Neighbors say they would never see the children, but could hear them playing in their backyard. They described Godleski as odd.
But it just seemed very awkward, and many times he would just drive around and just go nowhere. And
I was
just the fact that it just seemed very awkward in many
backyard. They described Godleski to Connecticut, and that the couple rehearsed a story they would tell police to make Godleski appear innocent. Neighbors say they would never see the children, but could hear them playing in their backyard. They described Godleski as odd.
But it just seemed very odd.
You never hear the children, but you can hear them in the backyard. Well, that to me, that says something right there. Look at all the cases where the kids are being abused and sheltered, right? You hear the same accounts. There was makeshift tents in the backyard. Well, we never saw the kids, but we heard them playing. Some we would hear yelling from time to time. No, man.
Awkward, and many times you just drive around and just go nowhere.
Just drive around.
And just the fact that he would be the only one coming out of his house. It's very normal when you see a family that goes in and out of their home. But in this case, it was only him.
Look at his eyes. You can't tell me people encountered this man, didn't know that something was severely wrong with him. Well, he's got mental illness. You get no pass for killing your child. I don't care. So the kid suffers?
Luana Munoz, West.
I can't see the chat. I'm back. Hey, let me see. I'm so mad. This is shit. I'm gonna dox my whole name. I'm gonna dox my first name. I'm so mad. Oh, Mary, Charlotte Gray. Hello, River. Let's see, Tracy, Joan. You remember when your dad swatted your butt once? He didn't hurt me, just your pride. Yeah, this is not discipline. This is psychotic. He sends his whole, where is this mom? You're complicit. Get off my screen. God, you're scary as shit, dude. I got another article put up. Hello, Diane. Man, it's so crazy, man. And this Texas story is just increasingly getting crazier. Like, oh, now we got family members for days ready to talk. I'm trying to find. I have another one too in Tennessee or Kentucky. It was on my local news. Let me see. I'm trying to find this. There it is. I wanted to look at some of these comments too. That's why I was scrolling down. All right. Let's see. Here is the press conference. Oh, hold on. I'm just trying to, I was watching some of it. Hold on, y'all. What the hell? Maybe I need to refresh. Hold on, give me a second. What? Hold on, y'all. I just got a weird... Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I got a... Yeah, never mind. Y'all ever get... Y'all know the little jail sites or whatever? How you can get it set up to where you'll be alerted when somebody's released or locked up or whatever. I just got one.
With more days to play.
Ooh, that's loud. I don't know why it wouldn't play. I guess I need it. I'm supposed to watch that. Let's watch this press conference and I'll be able to see the chat. What in the world is going on here? Why is it acting crazy? I don't know why my laptop is... Well, maybe I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna... I don't know what the hell's going on.
FHIA Remodeling is looking for homeowners who...
I'm just gonna leave the screen small. I don't know why it's not playing the volume when I zoom out. Hello.
12-year-old son, then leaving his body in that home for several days.
The suspect making his first appearance in front of a judge today. News 6's Crystal Moyer is live in the newsroom with the latest. Crystal.
Ginger, the police report was really difficult to read. Investigators reporting the child was left in the laundry room, isolated for days before his death. His father accused of killing him.
All right, state of Florida versus Godleski.
This is 33-year-old Jason Godleski facing a Brevard County judge today.
You're here on one count of aggravated manslaughter of a child, which is a first-degree felony, and failure to report a death, which is a first-degree misdemeanor.
Palm Bay police say Godleski went to the police station late Friday night to report his son's death, but wouldn't say how he died. According to the police report, investigators found Godleski's 12-year-old son's body in the laundry room with evidence of trauma to his body and that it appeared he had been dead for a lengthy period. Sky 6 flew over Godleski's Palm Bay home where police say his 3 other kids live along with his partner. But when they found the boy's body, the other family members weren't there. Police found his partner and kids in Connecticut. According to the police report, she told investigators that around October 17th, the 12-year-old boy was misbehaving. So Godleski forced him into the laundry room where he remained for days. She also told investigators she observed Godleski enter the laundry room and repeatedly yell at him and could hear what sounded like Godleski beating him severely. Days later, she says Godleski drove her and their other 3 kids to Connecticut, leaving the boy at home.
You'll be held on no bond, no contact with the witness, no contact with your children.
The report also shows Godleski's mother was interviewed by detectives. Now, she told them Godleski admitted to hitting his son too hard in the head, but says it was an accident. During the interview, she also says he used his son's own hands to scratch his face to make it appear the boy hurt himself. Just some of the horrific details coming from investigators. I reached out to Palm Bay police to see if Godleski's partner is under investigation in this case or if DCF is involved. They say they'll be giving an update on the case tomorrow morning. We'll be there and bring you the latest details on this.
All right, so I had earlier the press conference pulled up, so I want to see if I, in a second ago, if I clicked on the wrong video. Because the video I watched earlier, the guy, it came on, it was the press conference. Let me see if I can find it in here somewhere. This guy's mother should be held accountable for knowing and doing nothing. I think the mother should be arrested. She knew that the father was beating the boy and she didn't do anything. Odd, she fled to Connecticut with the 3 children when she knew her son was locked in the laundry room. Now, they're saying partner. So does that mean that that was his mother and they weren't together? I mean, what does that mean? Is that the boy's mother or was that some girlfriend? I'm genuinely asking. This is, oh, here we go. This is my best friend's son. My heart hurts deeply for her. I'm sickened by this. I held this baby when he was little. His mother has been my best friend since 18 years. I can't imagine what she's going through. Let's see the replies and see if she answers anything. Because they probably came for her throat. I work with this man's father, and we are deeply saddened by this. We pray that this family stays strong through this horrible moment in their lives. And he said of his grandson, he was the apple of his eye. Justice for NG. See, they have not released the child's name that I'm aware of yet. Sure, it wasn't prop beating, just a rehearsal, maybe just a rehearsal. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? What is a prop beating? What's a prop beating? What does that mean? Let me get back to the chat. What is that prop beating? What's up, little bit? Hey, welcome. I love getting no subs. I love it. Let me see. I thought I saw somebody else in here. How about also adding cruel and indifference by failure to provide timely medical care? Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, exactly. I'm fixing to go and let me try to see if I could find this press conference. I don't know what happened. I pulled it up. Let's see. Press conference. Hold on. Why did it pull up a bunch of shit about DeSantis? That has nothing to do with what I typed in. Let me see. Homie, I'm just trying to see if I can find this press conference. I'm not sure. Okay, that's the one I already have up. I don't know where in the world it went. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. Trying to. Just trying to look for a press conference. Let's see. 10 a.m. Let's see. The Palm Bay Police Department will host news conference to discuss this case at 10 a.m. Thursday offices. So it's 10:33. So they should have had it or will be having it. Florida toddlers drown in neighbor swimming pool. What is that going on here? Let me see. I'm trying to see if they have it up here at the breaking news. Okay, let me get back here to y'all. Well, y'all should be okay. Y'all are grown-ups. I have one more too, like I said, out of Kentucky. They did have a small press conference, one before. I'm trying to. Well, let me see if this one's it, and then if it's not, then because I mean they should be doing one right now or have done one recently. If it was scheduled for today, but they've done a small one. Let me see. It's so crazy. Like I seen the guy talking. I seen the damn sheriff talking. I watched it for like 5 minutes. What was that? Yeah, I don't know. All right, let me get back here, y'all. All right. Let me see. Yeah, so, well, when I find that new press conference, dude, I'm going crazy. Maybe I
This case. For now, live in the newsroom, Crystal Moyer getting results, News 6.
A father's behind bars accused of killing his 12-year-old son, then leaving his body in that home for several days.
The suspect making his first appearance in front of a judge today. News 6's Crystal Moyer is live in the newsroom with the latest.
I don't know, guys. I don't know where I saw that. I don't know if it was taken down in the I don't have no clue. I didn't do anything unless I'm on the completely wrong one. Whatever. They're going to be having a new press conference today anyways. It said at 10. So I didn't see it. I just searched. So let me get back here. All right. Oh, who do we got? Who's this? Let me see. I'm trying to find it. Hey, little bit. Welcome, baby. Welcome for becoming a member. What's up, DJ? What's up? Hello. Oh my God, I love DJ Just J. Oh, he's one of my very favorites. She called me an adult. Well, she'll learn, Char. Don't get a big head about it. What's up, SDB? And she left them with no furniture. Oh, I know. We're fixing to talk about the Texas babies. Yeah, we're moving into that story right now. This is a different one out of Florida, where the kid was left there and the dad beat him to death. And, it's a whole scene. It's a whole scene. You got to send the girlfriend and the other kids off for the wife. I still, and Kara, I said thanks earlier for sending me that story. I don't know if you was in here or not. Yeah, we'll be following that. What's up, Cree? So, you had a thing. How did it go? Let me see. So let's look at this one and then we'll move right into the Texas babies. This one's short. This is Trigg County, Kentucky. Let's see. Cadiz, Kentucky. I know tons of people up there. Some of my good friends are from there. An investigation got underway in Trigg County, Kentucky after an infant was found deceased in an attic. Because why not? Kentucky State Police were called to a home after a report of a dead infant. Detective said 28-year-old Shalene Curtis was living in our... Wait a minute. Words. Shalene Curtis was living in a home with her 5-month-old baby and child, and the child died Monday night. Let me see. Officers say Curtis drove the deceased infant to her friend's house. She then returned home, wrapped the infant in a blanket, and then placed him in the attic of the home. Police say Curtis did not call 911 or seek medical assistance for the infant. Friends of Curtis, who were concerned about the welfare of the child, are the ones who called 911. For now, Curtis is charged with abuse of a corpse. The cause of death remains under investigation and more charges pending. You see that? That's how you call a drop a dime, okay? Now, meanwhile, listen. These neighbors in Texas and the maintenance guy, they can kiss my ass. Are you shitting me? Not even the neighbors, because the neighbors did tell somebody, right? They did tell the maintenance. Hey, we're smelling something. It's coming through the vents. It's everywhere. What's up, Cement? Yeah, these mamas have lost their freaking minds. He's going to make them testify in front of him. He doesn't think. Okay. Well, just keep us posted. Good grief, Cream. All right. So let's move in. Oh, my God, dude. This Texas case, I'm telling you, it's really done something to me. It has struck a complete and total nerve inside of me. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one. I ain't lying. This one had me so fucking mad, man. Made me so mad. And we're gonna be taking breaks and all and stuff.
We are anticipating a press conference here. Their podium there. We're waiting for them to step up to the
hold on, y'all. I pulled up the wrong one. Give me half a second. Oh man, I messed. I don't know. Hell, I guess I rewatched that one this morning too. I don't know. I pulled it up from my history. My freaking brain is like hurting from this shit. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe sometimes it's just, sometimes maybe all this shit just gets to you. But make no mistake about it. This is bad. This is probably one of the worst. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to find. Oh, cause of death in Jelani Day, drowning. Fucking yeah, right. All right, y'all. I got it. Now this is her in court yesterday. He will be in court today. He's probably in court right now. Brian, whole piece of shit, Coulter. Too horrific to be real, the court documents say. And all these links, well, this link is not in the description. Let me get it right now and put it in the chat. And this is click to, no. What is it? Yeah, click to Houston. Click to Houston. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, but I kind of don't want to do that because they're giving the kids actual testimony. So some of it, I mean, you might get a little confused. It is a little confusing while she's reading it. So if y'all have questions or whatever, I've already seen this once this morning, so I'll try to answer if y'all can't hear anything. And welcome everybody just coming in.
Did I actually do that? Let's see.
Hold on.
Yes, I did. All right. The third-degree felony of injury to a child by omission, the first-degree felony of injury to a child causing serious bodily injury.
I don't know, Mariah.
The second-degree felony of tampering with evidence when that evidence is a human corpse.
Okay, let me say this about Jelani Day. I said cause of death was drowning, but the manner of death has not been revealed. And that's where the car, his belongings, the tag being missing from his car. How did he get there? His car's here. That's the manner. Okay. So, but the cause they said was drowning. Okay. So now the manner of death is what we're all looking for. So I just wanted to clear that up so I didn't say misinformation.
I have looked at the alleged probable cause facts for these three charges, including the supplemental statement of facts, which I believe was supplied to the public defender's office. I do find that there is sufficient probable cause for all three of these cases to go forward. All three cases will go to the 230th District Court.
I agree, Cement.
That's going to be Judge Chris Morton. Will you need a court-appointed lawyer from Judge Morton?
She needs more than a lawyer.
Would you like the help today?
She's going to need some salvation.
Chris Henderson from the Public Defender's Office.
Probably a bodyguard in prison.
On the question of bond for each of these three charges, what is the state's request?
In the first-degree felony, I am requesting a $500,000 bond. And in the injury to a child by omission and tampering with evidence cases, I'm requesting $250,000 bonds. And I am opposed to personal bonds. Not necessarily because the injury cases.
His bond is $1 million.
By this court for personal bonds
$500,000.
But mostly based on the horrific facts and circumstances of this case, which resulted in the death of a 7-year-old child. As is reflected in the statement of probable cause, officers were called out to a residence in Harris County on Greencrest Drive on October the 24th of this year regarding the death of the minor complainant, who is the child of this defendant. There were 3 juvenile witnesses.
Like I said, if y'all need me to go back over something, just put a 1 in the chat or something, because I'm going to have it muted. I'm going to stop accordingly. But she's about to go into exactly what the kids say. Their test, and it's it can get a little bit confusing. I had to rewind a couple times just to make sure I was understanding it correctly. So just let me know, along the way.
Who are also complainants in these cases. There were a 15, 10, and 7-year-old child who are witnesses to the incident. Officers arrived, spoke with the 15-year-old child, who stated that he found his younger brother, the deceased minor complainant, in a bedroom of the residence sometime around Thanksgiving of last year, 2020. He believed this defendant would call the police, told officers that she never did so, and that she then had moved out of the apartment, leaving them in the residence with his deceased younger brother without adult supervision. He stated that they had found his younger brother approximately 1 week before Thanksgiving. He also told officers that the co-defendant, who is the boyfriend of this defendant, would lock them in a bedroom and he would hear them hitting his brothers while he was in the room with them. He stated he told this defendant about the conduct, but she ignored him.
I'm assuming the reason how she tampered with evidence, neither one of them deserve a bond. I agree with that. Is because there's different times where they will go and look, move the blanket, and I would say probably hiding things. I'm trying to think. I don't recall them saying exactly what she did, but it's not to say they did it, but I just don't recall it. I'm going to rewind a little bit backwards.
Thanksgiving. He also told officers that the co-defendant, who is the boyfriend of this defendant, would lock them in a bedroom and he would hear them hitting his brothers while he was in the room with them. He stated he told this defendant about the conduct, but she ignored him, said she would talk with the co-defendant, and the 15-year-old stated, quote, that never worked. Officers also spoke with the 10-year-old complaining witness, who is the complainant in the first-degree felony.
I want y'all to also remember, while you're hearing her give exact statements that the children gave police, just keep in mind the two of these children have mental disabilities. Well, I don't even know if they have autism. In the press conference yesterday, they said the kids seemed very much, they were not at the level for their age. So, and they were very soft and demure and very sweet, gentle kids. So these are their own words. Just try to keep that in mind. Like I just don't, it doesn't even get any worse. And there's so much more that's coming out that we're going to address after this. It's just awful, guys.
Conduct, but she ignored him, said she would talk with the co-defendant, and the 15-year-old stated, quote, that never worked. Officers also spoke with the 10-year-old complaining witness, who is the complainant in the first-degree felony serious bodily injury case, who stated that he was actually in the room when the co-defendant assaulted his deceased younger brother, striking him in the face, feet, buttocks, back, his legs, and testicles with closed fists and feet. He stated that the co-defendant then laid his brother on the floor and put a cover over him, that the defendant then came in the room to check on his younger brother, saw the body under the cover. She began crying, then made him leave the room. The 10-year-old stated that the defendant and the co-defendant then began fighting because the co-defendant had killed his younger brother. He stated that the defendant then came back another day, checked on his younger brother, and found that his body, feet, and teeth had turned into a skeleton. He stated that the co-defendant would beat him as well, hitting him on his buttocks, legs, stomach, and face, and punched him in the jaw, causing his face to be swollen. He stated when the co-defendant would drink beer and alcohol, he would get very strong. The 10-year-old also stated that his younger brother was on the floor under the cover, that his body was a skeleton, and that his hair was off. Law enforcement officers on scene observed that 10-year-old child to have extensive swelling to his face and jaw when they made contact with him on October 24th. He was transported to Texas Children's Hospital, where it was discovered that he had blunt force trauma to the face, which would require surgery because medical treatment was not sought or obtained when he was injured. During a forensic interview the following day, he disclosed that the injury had occurred when the co-defendant struck him in the face approximately 3 weeks prior, and that this defendant was aware of the injury but did not seek or obtain medical aid for him. The 7-year-old child was also interviewed, who stated,
now listen to me. How much therapy? Listen, if I get like crazy about a situation, or if I'm projecting, let me be honest, I will have visuals of stuff that I've never seen. I had a situation with one of my children when they were 4. It was out of my control. There was nothing I could do. There was with another family member. But just what I knew and could visualize stupidly, but your mind goes there. It's your kid. You want to know everything, right? But the visual, it would eat me alive. And when one of my children talked to one of the forensic, they told me, I was like, no, I want to know everything. Well, we'll tell you, but I promise you don't want to know. We think this happened. We trust this happened, and the rest, it'll give you nightmares. So I need to say that these children actually saw this. They described the body. The 10-year-old described the body. They said, like, one day the baby was there, and the next day he was a skeleton. He had no hair. He's 10. Now we're fixing here the 7. Can you imagine? Hello, Kathy 17. I've been trying to say hello to everybody joining the chat. Hello and welcome. Scarred for life, man. There's no punishment suitable. Get yourself right with God, because you're going to hell, and you're probably going to get the dog shit beat out of you in prison. Both of you. And the child said when he would drink, he would get really strong. My God, man. It's like, it is a nightmare. This is a house of horrors. Oh, it gets worse. I know y'all are thinking, nah, it can't. It gets worse. Hey, Kathy.
That he saw it when his older brother, who is now deceased, was injured. He said he saw the co-defendant punching his brother, that his brother was lying down and the co-defendant kicked him with his feet, that his brother was not moving and the co-defendant continued to kick him and stared at his younger brother as he kicked him. He stated his younger brother's eyes were black and that he stopped blinking during the assault, that they pulled back the covers and saw that he was really dead and saw roaches everywhere on him. Officers also spoke to this defendant on October the 24th, 2021, when she was interviewed. And she stated that in November of 2020, before Thanksgiving, she had gone into the bedroom where the deceased complainant and 2 other children were at. She witnessed the co-defendant punching her now deceased son. She said she stopped him from continuing to assault him, that she entered the bedroom the next morning and found him covered with a blue blanket, that she pulled back and found him to be deceased. She confronted him, the co-defendant, who stated he was sorry.
By confront, she's probably like, oh, you just killed my kid. Shut up, bitch. That's what I imagine. The lack of give a fuck that either one of them had. A child told them his eyes were black and he had roaches on him. Listen, you're going to hear more testimony from a kid that was alive and beat. They did get him treatment. He had to go immediately into surgery. Like, this is beyond fucked up. In an environment that is not like a Summer Wells, okay? These kids is not sheltered. There's plenty of people people around. It is fucked up. What the? Screaming from the fucking rooftops. What is going on, man?
Sorry that he lost it and punched him and continued punching him until he went to sleep. The co-defendant told him, said she stopped him from continuing to assault him, that she entered the bedroom the next morning and found him covered with a blue blanket, that she pulled back and found him to be deceased. She confronted him, the co-defendant, who stated he was sorry that he lost it and punched him and continued punching him until he went to sleep. The co-defendant told her that he covered him up with a blanket after he went to sleep. The defendant admitted that she knew he was deceased in November of 2020, but did not notify law enforcement at the time of his death because the co-defendant had told her not to. She was afraid that the children would be taken by Child Protective Services and that she would go to jail. Officers on scene on the 24th found the deceased and badly decomposed body of the 9-year-old complainant discovered under a blanket in the bedroom. An autopsy was conducted, and the cause of death was found to be a homicide due to homicidal violence with blunt force injury. I'm requesting those bond amounts, and I'm opposed to lower bonds as I do have concerns for the safety and protection of these surviving complainants, and do not believe that this defendant should be permitted to have any contact with these children or any children in the community. I am requesting a protective order for the surviving children, and as well as urging the state's motion for bond conditions. I believe there was one filed in every case, so the first degree, that she have no contact of any kind with any of these children or the co-defendant, that she be ordered to surrender any travel documentation. In the form of
I got news for you. She didn't have fucking contact anyways.
That she not possess or use any firearms, ammunition, or other weapons, or use, possess, or consume any alcohol, controlled substances, and that she be drug tested, that she be subject to an electronic monitor with a curfew.
I would like to see an injection of a lethal fucking weapon, of a lethal dose.
Child under
what they give at the gas chambers, what I'd like to see. I'm so, this case has gotten me so enraged,
children
man.
under the age of 17.
All right, very well. Mr. Henderson.
Judge requesting a $200,000 bond and the first degree. The second degree requesting a $50,000 bond. The third degree allegation.
The volume's low. The judge is about to speak.
This witness is entitled to a non-oppressive bond. She doesn't have any money to make bonds at the moment. She's going to
No, her funds are dried up now that her kids have been taken from her. She gets no more funds from the state for her 2 children with autism, and all the money that she get off the fucking government sitting around doing nothing but leaving her kids at home, going out to eat. Get the fuck real, man. This is so ridiculous, dude. I
appearances. She's 34 years old and she's always lived in the Houston area. She won't go anywhere else while on bond by bond conditions. She's going through a period of unemployment, as well as financial means. Prior to the period of unemployment, she worked at a Macy's for 1 year.
She worked at a Macy's for 1 year. Like, she can't keep employment. She's pretty much explaining in detail how she's a bum ass bitch. Pretty much.
She can abide by any no contact provision with any children under the age of 17. The children, she can live in a separate residence with the children while they're in CVS custody.
Yeah, those that heard correctly. Yeah, she's got other kids that live with other people. Yeah, you heard correctly. These ain't the only kids.
All right, thank you, Mr. Henderson.
And just for clarification, the protective order is being requested in the first degree.
1745064.
Correct.
All right, and the court will issue the MOAB under that order. Ms. Williams, I'm going to set bond for you on The injury to a child case, I'll set that bond in the amount of $350,000. On the tampering with evidence charge, I'm going to set that bond in the amount of $300,000. And on the injury by omission, I'll set that bond in the amount of $250,000. I am going to issue an order of emergency protection. It's going to require you to have no contact with the minor children, Trayvon Lee, Jordan Lee, or Javion Kirkland. They'll be identified in the MOAP by their initials because they are minors. In addition, I am going to issue a bond supervision order. That bond supervision order is going to require you to have no contact with those children. You may not use, possess, or consume any illegal drugs or alcohol if you make bond. You may not use or possess any firearms or other weapons. I do want you to get a GPS device on within a day of your release. There will be a 24-hour.
She's not going to be released. I'm telling you now. Nobody's going to be paying her bond. Nobody wants to touch her with a 9-foot pole. Even though the neighbors was feeding the children, she was stopping by, popping off ramen noodles and McDonald's. You know, all the important things. What's up, Irish? Let me see. Is Good Day in here? Hey, Good Day. Hey, baby. Yeah, guys. I have another one, and I'm going to check here in a second to see. And those of y'all that like Christian content, Irish has his own channel. Y'all, please go check him out. Let me see. I have another one pulled up. And family members are coming out. There was one grandmother. She's like, you know, I really thought I was doing the right thing by giving the child back to their mother. Listen, like I said yesterday, I don't know what kind of mother she was prior to this whole piece of shit entering her life. It doesn't matter. You don't abandon all logic and reason for penis. You don't. You don't subject your kids. If you think for half a second, I believe that this mom wasn't beating the kids too, you're crazy. I think not only was she beating them, she was grooming them to not say anything. Hey, Miranda says she was caught napping. Let me see. I got this one pulled up. Let me see what this one is. And he should be in he should court or has had court. So we're gonna be checking into that. I'm gonna check here in a second as soon as it starts playing. Yeah, I mean the kids described. And also, they heard the other child, the one that was alive. They had to take him. Oh, the screen's not sharing. I just noticed that. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, she's getting straight freaking fist. That's what she's eating. Oh, yeah, they've got pictures all around town. They're eating at all these fancy restaurants. Oh, this is the same one. Okay. All right, this is the one that we watched yesterday. So, let me see. Oh, now my computer's having a sad. Okay, let me. Let me see. Oh, my laptop's having a sad. There we go. Let me see if I could try to pull up his court appearance today. Give me half a second. This one came out earlier. Grandmother of Houston House of Horrors. Grandmother of Houston House of Horrors. Mom's daughter speaks out. So this is her mom. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to look at that one yet. Grandmother. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Court. Let me tell you something too. I watched the perp walk. This guy is tall. He's really tall. It just says he's expected to be in court. Abandoned children. Oh, let's look at this one. This one's, oh yeah. Okay. Let me show y'all this one I just pulled up. Let's look at his social media presence. Because why not live a fake persona online, and in real life you can be beating the shit out of somebody else's kids, right? Abandoned children case social media accounts give inside look into mom and her boyfriend. Oh, because why not, ladies? He's taken and he's locked up. Okay, I know you're sad. But he's such a prize.
The story of what happened
like a
for young
rejected
brothers in
Paul
West
Wall
Jersey
or some shit.
is horrific and heartbreaking. But it's important to understand what happened so everyone can recognize the signs and hopefully be able to rescue other children who are having to suffer the same nightmare in silence.
This case involves a man accused of beating his girlfriend's children, killing one of them, while the mother's accused of failing to protect her boys. Lauren Tallarico is asking the tough questions tonight about how these children could suffer for so long without anyone noticing.
You know, the more we learn about this investigation, the worse it gets. Tonight, we're about to give you an inside look into the lives of this mother and her boyfriend. But first, we have got to warn you, what you're about to hear is upsetting.
Getting high is not for everybody.
These videos and pictures you are seeing are from the public Instagram accounts of Gloria Williams and her boyfriend, Brian Coulter. Scrolling through, they showcase jewelry, food, and he talks about getting drunk.
What did this idiot say? Getting high is not for everybody. Neither is getting smart. Okay. Let me tell you what else ain't for everybody. Prison. And you about to fucking find out. How about that?
Drunk or high repeatedly.
I smoke mad weed. I drink mad shit. Man, look, I just do my fair share of things.
Today in court as Gloria Williams.
You don't do your fair share of thinking, though, do you?
Prosecutors said her son told investigators Coulter's drinking led to the abuse.
He stated when the co-defendant would drink beer and alcohol, he would get very strong.
Investigators with the Harris County Sheriff's Office say the boys were beaten, locked in rooms, and malnourished, forced to live alone in the same apartment with their 8-year-old brother's remains. Court.
Can you imagine this motherfucker walking up to any grown man? Can you imagine him walking up to any grown, sip, whatever they call it, a weak man, a perceived weak man? Can you see him walking up to me or another female and treating you like you treated these children? I hope you, sir, you done it. Being the whole bitch that you are, right? The whole piece of shit that you are, you did it. Oh, you talked a good game, son. You talk such a good game. Taking it out on children with autism, minors. You're such a man. You're so big and bad. Oh, drugs. If I were to, outside of my anger, if I were to have just come across his video on like TikTok or something, I would have laughed my ass off. I would have, like if I did post that type of stuff, if I, you're not that guy. Let me just say it. You're not that guy. Look at this right here. Yeah. We'll watch the perp walk here in a second if y'all want to. He's a tall guy. Like, you towering over these kids, you drinking, you getting strong. Oh, you strong. You the man. Remember that. You the man.
Court documents say Coulter beat little Hendrik Lee to death in front of 2 of his brothers just before Thanksgiving last year.
Striking him in the face, feet, buttocks, back, his legs, and testicles with closed fists and feet. He stated his younger brother's eyes were black and that he stopped blinking during the assault.
On Sunday, the 15-year-old, seen blurred here,
Call
called
you the man,
911
right?
and this hell was discovered.
In my long time of working homicides, this one's up there. You know, this one affected us.
Y'all pray for the officers too.
No furniture at all. No bedding, no blanket.
Sheriff Ed Gonzalez also says the apartment was infested with bugs and the 10-year-old had a broken jaw.
You the
about
man.
3 weeks ago
Can't even
that
get
seems
rid of
further
bugs.
incorrect. Investigators also believe that 2 of the boys are on the autism spectrum. As for why the teen waited so long to call 911,
I believe it was absolute fear.
investigators say the mother would drop off junk food. Neighbors say they too would provide food but had no idea what was going on inside.
Alief ISD. Listen, why didn't they just said the neighbors had no idea what's going on inside. Okay, great. Why are you giving them food in? Nobody knows what's going on. Why are y'all giving them food? Nobody want to get involved. And I fair to say, not maybe in the immediate vicinity of that apartment, but I guarantee you there are plenty of men that will walk the dog shit out of his ass if this shit would have gotten out. I know plenty of men, or I come across plenty of boys like this. Who are you? Who are you? Oh my God, dude. You're just evil. You're just evil. Y'all, like they're out to eat, they're doing drugs, they're doing everything. They are living it up. And you go home and you drink, and as the baby says, you drink, you get really strong. Well, they don't have alcohol in prison. And I don't think they have spinach, so you cannot generate your Popeye vibes. Okay? You're going to take this cell, motherfucker.
He confirms the kids hadn't been in school since May of last year, and there were no CPS investigations open, according to the agency, although they had a history with the family. These kids slipped through the safety nets.
And what we know is that they work well for some, but they're not intended for all.
Allie Jacobs is the director of counseling at the Houston Area Women's Center.
What do we need to do to make sure that no other children suffer this way?
What typically happens is kind of this bystander effect, that someone thinks that someone else is going to do something. Don't rely on someone else to do the checking or do the action.
And also ask questions.
Serving meals is helpful, but also like, when was the last time you ate? Like, who's feeding you on a regular basis?
Tonight, those 3 children are in foster care. Investigators say they will play a huge role in this murder case.
My hope and prayer, and I'm sure that the community shares, is that these kids find the love, support, and care that they deserve and need.
The boyfriend in this case is charged with murder. His bond was set at $1 million. The mother is facing several charges, including tampering with evidence. Her bond was set at $900,000. We're told charges could be added. Reporting from West Harris County, I'm Lauren Tallarico, KHOU 11.
So in case y'all missed it, I just want to see the first part just again, because I want everybody to really, I'm planning on him. But let's not forget, no. She had to have this man. She had to have this man at all costs, right? At all costs. The cost of her children, her freedom, her everything, her salvation. She had to have him. She had to have him at all costs. At all cost. Let's see what is so special about him again. Those of y'all that missed it, let's just rewind just a little bit, okay? I mean, he's amazing, guys.
The story of what happened to 4 young brothers in a West Harris County apartment is horrific and heartbreaking. But it's important to understand what happened so everyone can recognize the signs and hopefully be able to rescue other children who are having to suffer the same nightmare in silence.
This case involves a man accused of beating his girlfriend's children, killing one of them, while the mother's accused of failing to protect her boys. Lauren Tallarico is asking the tough questions tonight about how these children could suffer for so long without anyone noticing.
You know, the more we learn about this investigation, the worse it gets. Tonight, we're about to give you an inside look into the lives of this mother and her boyfriend. But first, we have got to warn you, what you're about to hear is upsetting.
Getting high is not for everybody.
These videos and pictures you are seeing are from the public Instagram accounts of Gloria Williams and her boyfriend, Brian Coulter.
Full on his
Scrolling
teeth.
through, they showcase jewelry, food, and he talks about getting drunk or high repeatedly.
I smoke mad weed. I drink mad shit. Man, look, I just do my fair share of things. So.
Y'all can't hear me. I'm really going off. I'm really going off. Is this Whoa Vicky's brother? Is this who this is? Because that's exactly who he reminds me of. Whoa Vicky. Y'all know who Whoa Vicky is, right? The girl who, like, she's convinced she is another race, okay? Vicky, come get your brother, okay? This is the guy. This is the guy that you allowed to abuse your children, your autistic children, your minor children. It's bad when, like, this is insanity. But this is him. This is the man who takes all of his tiny little I'm not cool frustrations out on children. He is such a winner. Very Mary, I know exactly what you're trying to say, honey. I mean, he's a winner. They don't have alcohol in jail. They don't have nothing to make you strong in there, okay? You're probably going to be in isolation. If they care. You know, because you disturbed a whole community with these crimes, you and her. You disturbed a whole family. Like these children. Guess what? Mom's got another kid. Mom's got another kid that another grandmother has. Praise God. The kid is 17. I think she's 17. That grandmother took custody. Where's the rest of the dads? It definitely wasn't this clown. Kids here, the best reason you ever find to never do drugs. Exactly. Hey, Sean. Yeah, Mom does have social media. This is just a little article I found. I mean, I don't know that I could take much more. I'm ready to punch somebody. But I would like to see what they did to him in court, but I don't imagine much will change. They give him his bond. His bond was set at $1 million. But, yeah, this is awful. I don't know what it's going to have to take, but I'm telling you, I'm down to protest. We need to be protesting something. What can we do? I'm open to options, okay? Maybe everybody's a little burnout on the protesting and like, what does it really do? We need change of legislation. Listen, and about the smell, right? The neighbors did report it to maintenance. It was not taken care of. Well, damn, who is putting kids in her sick ass? SDB, great question. I'm wondering who the hell is climbing on this fool is what I want to know too. Because I'm telling you, if he walked up to me, I would give him my resting bitch face and I'd be like, please, sir, I'll go on before I run you over with my fucking monster truck. Get away from me, you fucking weirdo. This story's on the British news. Yeah, it's everywhere. Everybody's outraged about this. It's awful. There's tons of alcohol in prison. Well, he's going to need it. Well, I guess they do. Yeah, prison is different. I guess there is alcohol in prison, but I don't know that they're going to be playing nice with him. He might have to get his, but you know what? He's a kingpin. Guys, this guy, he's the bomb diggity, y'all. Look at him. CEO, y'all. CEO. Oh my God, this is a dragon. Get over here. Let me take you and drag your ass. This guy. Oh my God. Yeah, Bud Light's probably expensive in prison. Yeah. You know what else is expensive? Children's sanity. I know. SDB, he's got that custom bling. I know why she lost her mind. Listen to me. If the I cannot. It's so not funny. But it's like, what do you do? This is insane, y'all. Straight loser. Exactly. Like you're the Billy Badass. You're what's got these kids terrified. You are instilling this shit on the kids, really? Mr. fucking CEO, Mr. I'm Whoa Vicky's brother. Oh my God, dude. I know y'all know who Whoa Vicky is. If y'all don't know who Whoa Vicky is, put a 1 in the chat. Because the way he come out here talking is exactly how Whoa Vicky talks. And you know where she's at. Who the hell knows? She's in YouTube, the funeral or something. Who knows? No beer, only homemade wine. About $10 a cup. Yeah, you about right. I know. I mean, you have to laugh to keep from crying or throwing your laptop out the window. Like, what is going on? Kathy, you don't know who Whoa Vicky is? Listen, guys, I'm sorry. Because you won't get, him and Whoa Vicky would have made a great team. And I don't even, you know who else looks like Whoa Vicky? Amari Nicholson's mother. Now that I just thought about this. But listen how this idiot talks. We're going to play. Here, we're going to do this. Here, let's see this. Oh, yeah. Well, get ready, Kathy. Because, yeah. No, I don't need a video. No, I definitely don't want to watch a music video from Well, Vicky got music. And I just wish permanent deafness on myself. Oh my goodness. Literally, it says, Whoa, Vicky, cash out. Why in the world would somebody be looking up? Well, people send these people money. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I'm just trying to find. Oh, God. I don't even know. She's so stupid. Okay, hold on. No, I can't do anything with music. Kathy, I now that I'm looking into it, I just don't even know if I want. I don't even know. She's way worse than I remember. Oh my goodness. I just want to find one little tiny stupid clip where she's talking.
On Instagram, you have too much brand myself, and some people like to brand me.
All right, let me get back to the chat. Kathy, I don't even know if I can. I guess I can. I'm trying to find just a small little stupid. Let me see. Because, guys, they sound exactly like. It's almost like this guy watched 100 videos of Whoa Vicky and said, this is the goal. This is what I need to be doing with my life. Trying to be Whoa Vicky's. She's got 1 million followers, y'all. 1 million followers. Can you even imagine? Hey, you. Okay, I got you, Kathy. I got you, Kathy. And you better know that I love you, because I cannot even believe I'm about to show this heifer on my channel for 5 seconds. But listen, so let's watch Mr. I love to beat up on little children, and I love to be so cool. I'm so cool. I am so cool.
Hi, it's not for everybody.
These videos and pictures you are seeing are from the public Instagram accounts of Gloria Williams and her boyfriend, Brian Coulter.
Faux Productions.
Scrolling through, they showcase jewelry, food, and he talks about getting drunk or high repeatedly.
I smoke mad weed. I drink mad. Yeah, man, look, I just do my fair share of things.
Okay, so there's him. You're about to get the comparison, Kathy. And you know I love you. You gotta know I love you. And I hope y'all enjoy this because I would never do this again. It is whole poop.
Word on the street is that there's a... I want to see if we can be more specific to that. Sports facility in the Asian community saying, please don't. She didn't really gain much attention. Because now Vicky had turned 18, and whether she wants. They stopped to ask exactly for 17 when we should have all been enjoying the sunny weather. Storm clouds began to form. This presence on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, this character who openly used sensitive words rather liberally and justified it under the notion of her racial identity, and then presumed to take this further and further and further. Through this provocative behavior, she quickly gathered.
Hold on. Guys, this is crazy. Let me see.
It takes a 7-figure bag just get a bitch like me.
That's why y'all have faith. No, you really are bitch. You need to go ahead. You need to go ahead and get some box drawers where to work with the Walmart dust ass drawers.
Kathy, you're welcome. And I officially hate you. Just so you. I'm joking. I'm joking, Kathy. Yeah, do y'all see the comparison? Oh no. Okay, guys. I cannot do it. But that's Vicky. And that is exactly her brother just got arrested for beating up kids. Let me see. What are y'all talking about? You did not know that about her. About what? They're not really siblings. I was joking. What are y'all talking about? You kind of like that channel? Sure. That nothing shocks me, okay? You was thinking Pixie Sticks, but I'm probably right. Who's Pixie? I don't want to know these people. Thank you. She is too much. Don't hate me. I do not hate you, Kathy. It was a complete joke. It was a joke. I don't hate anybody. I don't even want to know who Pixie Sticks is. I'm so much better. It sounds awful. You don't know. You didn't know she was a rapper. I didn't know she was a rapper either. I don't think anybody knows that. I think she knows that, but I don't think the word has gotten out yet. I'm joking. Who the fuck am I to talk? I watch a robotic cat, though, for crying out loud. Whatever. So, let me see. I can't find where he went to court, but I just wanted to, like I said, I just wanted to hop up. I've been looking at this shit all morning. It's been racking my brain. Oh, my goodness. This stuff is crazy. It says, man accused of killing girlfriend's 8-year-old son expected to appear in court on Thursday. So, yeah, I mean, let me see. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. Who is it? Lady yelling? That was Vicky. And that's who the man he speaks like. They're siblings. What's her name? Vicky. That's her name. Man accusing girlfriend's 8-year-old son expected in court on Thursday. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see anything updated yet.
Brian Coulter. Going out for Cece's means getting all the
I love
pizza,
Cece's
pasta,
pizza,
salad, and dessert you can eat for one low price. Unlimited choices and unlimited fun. Let's get back to going out at Cece's. Visit us today.
Brian Coulter is charged with murder in the case. Coulter's girlfriend, the child's mother, also facing charges. 3 other children were found abandoned in that apartment unit. Our Brittany Jeffers is live downtown with what's expected to happen this morning. Brittany?
Yes, Brian Coulter due in district court at 9 o'clock this morning. But the question is,
I don't know what happened
will he
then.
appear? We'll be there if he does. But yesterday he was being evaluated at a mental health unit, being held on $1 million bond. Now the sheriff has.
What's that? Hold on. Let me see the chat. What's that? You had heard about me and AMC. I didn't know I had a channel until I saw where your content got. Oh, it was worked out. And she did credit me in the description. Yeah, man. Those little videos are making the rounds. And yeah, I love AFC. I'm a huge supporter of his. And yeah, it got worked out though. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. The commentary was spot on, but she did go back and credit me in the description. And yeah, thank you for your concern though. But yeah, everybody's been hitting me up. I just love just when you think people don't care or they're not paying no attention, bam, internet is real. And I do appreciate everybody with your kind words. I really do. It's weird to hear people talk kindly and things like, not kindly. I don't know. It's just weird. Most people don't, I don't go through shit like that, for crying out loud. Look at what the sensitive we're talking about. Like, shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? Simple.
Commented on this case saying that it seems too horrific to be real.
As far as we knew, she moved out of that apartment complex. The last place we seen was
these are the families. That's right.
She and the boyfriend were at.
Relatives are speaking out days after deputies found 3 children abandoned in an apartment with skeletal remains. Yasmin Craig says she's the cousin of Gloria Williams. Williams went before a judge yesterday, now charged with injury to a child and tampering with evidence. Williams' boyfriend, Brian Coulter, is charged with murder in the death of Williams' 8-year-old child. Craig says the last time that she spoke with Gloria was back in June, and family asked about the children.
You kept saying, okay, they're good, they in school. Anytime we did go help, where the kids at, how they doing? Oh, they in school.
The sheriff says it was the 15-year-old who called 911 on Sunday, alerting authorities that his brother had been dead for a year and his body was in the apartment. The teenager also said his parents hadn't lived in the apartment for months.
This one's up there. This one affected us.
Yesterday, the Harris County Sheriff's Office shared details about the deplorable conditions the 3 brothers, who were 15, 10, and 7 years old, were living in.
We saw soiled carpet, no furniture at all. No. Bedding, no blankets, nothing like that we could see.
The kids deserve justice. And
sorry about that. My computer was having a sad.
Physical and mental health to get over this trauma and put them back on a right track of life.
So the building that you see behind me, that is where Coulter will be appearing again at 9 o'clock this morning. As for Williams, her court date set is for tomorrow. Reporting live, I'm Brittany Jeffers, KPR.
All right, guys. So let me see. Oops. All right. Can y'all hear me? Sound back? Everything good? All right, guys. That's about all I've got for this one. I have to call my hubby back. I didn't realize he had called me. I didn't see anything. He may have already been in court. I don't know yet. Manical. Welcome, baby. Have I gone over Gloria man who killed his son yet? Oh, yes. We seen that whole piece of crap. But please feel free to rewind and hit the subscribe button. But yeah, we talked in length about his whoa Vicky looking ass. Yes, we did. So, and welcome, honey. Welcome. You went to school with the girl, the same name as the reporter. Oh, that's cool. All right, guys. I'm going to hop off here. Like I said, I didn't, I just wanted to bring those 2 stories to actually 3, the 5-month-old, deceased 5-month-old, and the addict in the addict. It's not an addict. It's an attic with a C, not a T. Florida will do. Okay, perfect. Oh, yes, I did. We did talk about the Florida man, too. Yes, we did, hon. Yeah. And we're still looking at that one, too. Because I want to know the partner. She needs to be charged, too, right? Did she drop a dime? No, she did not. So why didn't she call the police? You know, something you have, Bieber, you didn't tell us about what happened at your son's school yesterday. Oh my God. Thank you, Sea Turtle, for reminding me. So let me ask y'all something. Hey, sister, welcome, baby. So let me ask you something. And I know it's been happening for years. But when did they start teaching? And let me say this too. I'm not against it. I'm not, and I've kind of much, all right. So they did the DARE thing. Well, my son is in 1st grade. And I was like, okay, say no to drugs. Okay. You know, all right. But they pulled out a fucking board. They pulled out a board. They didn't send anything home saying, hey, parent, we're going to expose your children to drugs, even though you haven't even had the first talk with them about it because you don't live in a drug-filled environment. So what? When did this start? Well, how do y'all feel about that? Now, listen, and on the flip side of it, I had to think about county and what's going on, right? So I was like, more often than not, I guarantee there was at least one kid in that classroom that was like, oh no, maybe I should say something or maybe whatever. No permission forms, Earthling, nothing. They didn't even tell me they were going to do it. And it gets worse. They pull out a giant fucking board. A board. My husband was like, he's like, somebody was telling him about it or he remembered it or something. Not in reference to our children or to our son, but just he had knowledge of it. And I was like, nah. But so, and he pulled it up on Google and he looked at my son, he showed it, he's like, what do you know about that? He's like, that's it. And I was like, they showed you a board. He's like, it was so cool. That came out right out of my son's mouth. It was so cool. Now, listen, I'm not saying now let me back up there. You know, I know there was probably one kid in that class in our county, opioids and fentanyl shit like that is awful. And kids parents overdose all the time. In the car with the kids, at home with the kids, Narcan, they're giving it out. I live in a tiny county, right? But it is a major problem. So I do understand, right? I know, Shar, I thought of you too. About the 9/11 shit. So I thought maybe there's one kid in that classroom that needed to hear it. But at the same time, you expose my kids to shit because other kids are exposed to it. I hadn't even talked to my kid about drugs. Why? Because he ain't around fucking drugs. He never leaves our side. We don't do drugs. So like, why the fuck would I show him what cocaine was or tell him what cocaine is or pills or any of that shit? What? He's in the 1st grade. He's 6 years old. 6 years old. Now, how is teaching my kid about drugs different than teaching my kid about religion or sex? Because to me, there's like hot topics every parent has to have, right? Religion, sex, drugs, those things. There's a group that you have to talk about. You got to teach and shit like that. But what? I was so pissed off last night. A board. I'm gonna show you, because you can fucking Google the shit. Like it's a thing. Like no shit, it's a thing. My son said, "Oh, it was so cool." What? Shit. I'm fucking getting mad all over again. I'm really getting mad all over again. Hold on, let me share my screen. And if it were for this one kid that I thought about that potentially could be saved from a house that has to be in the same home with a dead parent. Oh my God, guys. This is the board. This is the board they showed my kid without my permission. It told him all about these drugs that I haven't even exposed him to. I haven't even talked to him about. What? You should notify me, right? You should say, hey, this is what we're doing. I haven't even talked to my kid about drugs because I don't feel it's necessary to talk to my 6-year-old about drugs. What the fuck? Now, listen, I'm not trying to be closed-minded. I'm really not, you know? But, well, Miranda, I don't remember any of this shit when I was a kid. Now in middle school, if he would have been in middle school, I'd had no problems. And my kids didn't do this shit until middle school. I don't recall doing this shit until middle school. I just don't. And I get, they did, I understand why they do it. They have a lot of reasons for doing it, you know? But, I mean, I was freaking living, you know, I was living, and it's only this first semester, you know, that he's going to do the the public school. But I mean, it's ridiculous. Sorry, checking my phone. So yeah, I don't remember a little bit. I don't either. I think it's appalling too, Cepito. Like, and I'm not trying to be closed-minded. I'm really not. It's, you know, I don't know if he was in middle school or around ain't no 6-year-olds peddling nothing up there. Come on. First grade seems too young. Maybe third grade more appropriate. You're 42 and had there in the 4th grade. Let's see. I would be okay with it as long as there was permission beforehand. Yeah, there was none of that. And in fact, I looked at the little weekly sheet, the little, you know, it tells you everything that's going to be happening that week. It wasn't on there. It's almost like they intentionally snuck this shit up. I mean, I'm not lying. And it's not that I'm like, I was like, all right. He showed me the little paper he drew and he was telling me. And then I was like, good job. Say no to drugs. All this stuff. And then I was like, wait a damn minute. Hold on a minute. Well, we haven't even talked to him about what are they saying to him about this? Exactly what does that look like? What does that mean? Welcome, M Club. I didn't see this in my childhood. Yeah, I know. I mean, what? And then my husband's like, I bet they showed in the board. I was like, there better not be a damn board. There better not be. And sure as shit, my son, first thing out of his mouth, it was so cool. That's why, you know, that's why I don't like, you know, if I'm not exposing my kid to it, why the fuck do you think it's your right to? You know what I'm saying? I want to say this too, since we're talking about rights and infringements and things. What happened with the Summer Wells, them getting run off at the prayer vigil? The people, from my understanding, they paid for their own parkings, you know, their own camping. You can have campers there, you know, and somebody might have called or whatever, but yeah, that's something else too. Are you running off people from praying? This is insanity. But yeah, this right here, it had me irritated, you know. So, and I know it's only temporary. We're going back to homeschool, you know. We had, you know, there's a reason why we didn't do it at the beginning of the year. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it had me irritated. I wanted to bring it to y'all and see what you think. You're not blaming the family, but you had so many red flag number address changes. You're blaming the family. No. Yeah. I'm not blaming the family either about yeah, I know. But there is one grandmother that has come forward that won't be on camera with the Texas babies. And she's like, no, we're not. Or she said, you know, I thought it was the right thing giving the kid back to their mother. You know, the boy who died, I think it's his grandmother. But somebody reported them doing it seance. Yeah. I mean, but even so, you could have walked up and seen that they were definitely not doing a seance. And most of the time, when people are doing that type of activity, they don't do it out in the open where you're in the middle of the Bible Belt. So, you know, but I thought it was crazy. There's also something out there that was going on about, yeah, I mean, a simple opening of your eyes could have seen that that's not what they were doing. But all right, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It had me irritated about them interrupting the prayer, especially since they've been doing a week, right? So, all right, guys. That's all I got for this one. It was good. Yes, I watched that jackhammer guy. I'm not sure. I shared it in my community time. Like I have my own name for it. My community tab. And y'all go check him out. I like his channel. I haven't watched all of his content. I've watched a couple videos, and he's got good energy. You know, he's out there. He's passionate. You know, I love that shit. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. We still should have the channel or the live stream like we do tomorrow. So I love y'all. Y'all email me if y'all need anything. Be kind to yourself and have a good one.